Good evening, I'm Professor Michael and you're watching Kini News. At what lengths would you go to prove your innocence? Will you be willing to risk divine retribution? Well, Najib certainly is. A sumpah laknat is an oath beseeching God to curse those who are in the wrong. And former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak has announced that he was willing to do just that this Friday after prayers at noon to deny the allegations against him made by convicted killer Azilah Hadri. Najib tweeted that he will be swearing the oath at Masjid Jamek in Kampung Baru, Kuala Lumpur. Azilah, in a statutory declaration, claimed that the order to kill Mongolian national Altantuya Shaariibuu in 2006 had come from Najib, who was then the Deputy Prime Minister. Najib has denied Azilah's allegation, describing it as a complete fabrication and a political plot to silence him. So who is telling the truth, lawyer Shafi Abdullah or the Prisons Department? Because Shafi's claim that Azilah met with a VIP has been denied by the prison.
Najib Abdul Razak's lawyer Muhammad Shafi Abdullah made a bold claim yesterday which has been refuted today. This is what Shafi told reporters when met at the Palace of Justice.
I'm not surprised. I'm aware that from February, Azilah has been visited. And there is very reliable information, which I cannot confirm, that Azilah met a VIP, a VVIP, outside of the prison in February. VVIP, I can't say. A VVIP, huh? I won't say, but a VVIP, okay? Outside of the prison, not in the prison. When he is a bilik akhir prisoner, it is totally in breach of protocol.
According to the Prisons Department, Shafi's claim is untrue. In a statement today, the department said that Azilah had not left the prison since April 15, 2015, when he attended court proceedings. According to the department, records showed that Azilah was visited 49 times in prison this year, 34 times involving family members and 15 his lawyer. Yesterday, Shafi, who represents former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak, claimed that he possessed, quote, very reliable information regarding Azilah's alleged meeting with a VVIP. However, he did not reveal the identity of the VVIP. At a separate event on Tuesday, reporters quizzed Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad as to whether he was the so-called VVIP mentioned by Shafi.
Did you meet Azilah?
It's the 64th day of the criminal trial of Najib Abdul Razak involving the alleged misappropriation of funds from SRC International, and boy oh boy, it's getting interesting. Former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak told the High Court today that he cannot be responsible for whatever that goes wrong in his bank accounts managed by others. He explained this is because he has delegated his authority to others. Najib said this during cross-examination by Deputy Public Prosecutor V. Sitambaram, who asked whether the accused can be personally responsible for what goes wrong in the bank accounts ending in 898, 906 and 880. These three accounts play a key part in the prosecution's 42 million ringgit SRC International case against Najib. Najib is facing 7 charges relating to the former 1MDB subsidiary for abuse of power, criminal breach of trust and money laundering. So while we try to figure out whether Shafi or the Prisons Department is telling the truth, Yusufs has gone the extra mile to show he has nothing to hide. Reporters waited several hours outside Bukit Aman on Tuesday as Muhammad Yusuf Rotha took a lie detector test over his sexual misconduct allegations against PKR President Anwar Ibrahim. In a statutory declaration, the 26-year-old claimed he had been a victim of molest, indecent exposure, indecent proposals by Anwar more than a year ago. Anwar has denied the allegations. Yusuf's lawyer Mohammad Hanif Khatri Abdullah said his client was beyond satisfied with the test. However, Hanif declined to reveal any results or question directed at Yusuf throughout the 4-hour polygraph session. Okay, so Yusuf has done it. There are also those who wish to see Anwar Ibrahim take a lie detector too. After Muhammad Yusuf Rota took a lie detector test in Bukit Aman on Tuesday, a PAS leader has asked PKR President Anwar Ibrahim to do the same. Selangor PAS Director Razlan Shahrir Muhammad Shahrir said this would dispel doubts surrounding the credibility of Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad's designated successor. Ruslan said Yusufs appeared to be determined in aiding police investigations to the point of volunteering to undergo a lie detector test. Previously, Yusufs claimed that he was a victim of sexual misconduct. However, Anwar has denied the allegations. The police are now probing the case under Section 354 of the Penal Code, which concerns assault or use of criminal force with the intent to outrage someone's modesty. DBKL has swiped left on ads put up by an app that helps sugar daddies and sugar babies connect. I don't think I need to explain what swiping left means. I know my demographic. Advertisements for the controversial online dating site Sugarbook have been taken down by the Kuala Lumpur City Hall. In a statement, the City Hall said the ads on the electronic billboards located in Bangsa and Bukit Kiara were obscene and sensitive in nature. And on top of that, they did not obtain approval. Sugarbook is a Malaysia-founded online dating platform which claims to connect sugar daddies or sugar mommies to sugar babies across Asia. The former are often well-to-do older men and women who are willing to offer money, gifts and rewards to younger dates or sugar babies in exchange for romance and companionship. According to the Sugarbook Facebook page, the electronic outdoor adverts, its first ever, were put up on December 3rd. In a response, a statement by company founder and chief executive officer Darren Chan said calls for the company to be banned was unjust. Although he did not directly address the advertisements, Chan stated that the company was built, quote, to empower women by giving them a dating platform to choose freely what they wanted in an ideal relationship without being scrutinized. US President Donald Trump may have popularized the term fake news, and he doesn't plan to stop there. Have you heard of an impeachment hoax? Well, you're about to.
On the eve of his expected impeachment in the United States House of Representatives, President Donald Trump accused Democrats of pursuing a, quote, illegal partisan attempted coup and declaring war on the American democracy as they seek to remove him from office for pressing Ukraine to investigate political rival Joe Biden. Trump's remarks came in a signed letter addressed to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, released as the House lawmakers set the rules for debate ahead of Wednesday's planned vote on 2 articles of impeachment, which are formal charges against the Republican president. Trump also called the proceedings a sham and said that he is not planning on watching the vote.
I'm not watching. I've not seen it. Look, it's a hoax. The whole impeachment thing is a hoax. We look forward to getting onto the Senate. We're not entitled to lawyers, we're not entitled to witnesses, we're not entitled to anything in the House. It's a total sham. When you have a guy like Schiff go out and make up a statement that I made, he said, this is what he said, but I never said it. He totally made it up. In Guatemala, they handle things much more different, much tougher than that.
Trump told reporters during a meeting with the president of Guatemala on Tuesday that he is looking forward to a Senate trial. At the same time, the Senate's top Republican Mitch McConnell signaled he would not allow the expected upcoming Senate trial on impeachment charges to involve more fact-finding about Trump's conduct. The Republican-led Senate is unlikely to vote to convict the president. The impeachment probe, which the president calls an illegal partisan attempted coup that will, based on recent sentiment, badly fail at the voting booth, alluding to the November 2020 US presidential election, in which he is seeking another 4 years in office.
Grieving family members of the missing victims of the White Island volcano eruption may have some more bad news.
New Zealand police said today that they would be scaling down search operations for the 2 people who are still missing after a volcanic eruption last week, admitting that the bodies may never be found. The official death toll from the eruption on White Island, also known by its Maori name of Okari, stands at 16. 6 bodies were retrieved from the island on Friday. Those still missing, presumed dead, are 17-year-old Australian Winona Langford and 40-year-old New Zealand tour guide Hayden Marshall Inman. Their bodies are believed to be in the waters around the island. New Zealand's Deputy Police Commissioner Mike Clement told reporters that they have not given up, but have reached a phase where they are literally at the hands of the sea, adding that they now have to wait for Mother Nature to produce those bodies, which may or may not happen. The police also said that search operations will now be continued by regional officers, while the nationally run teams would return. He says experts believe the 2 missing bodies were washed out to sea, explaining that the tides in the area are such that if a body in the bay reached the open sea, they would be taken in the direction of East Cape, the tip of North Island. There were 47 people on White Island when it erupted last Monday. Of them, 27 are still being treated at hospitals in New Zealand and Australia for severe burn injuries.
And here are several other news highlights from today. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Prasad Michael. Thank you for watching. Good night.